Hey guys, today on People Now, a surprising reaction to Alabama's controversial anti-abortion law from televangelist Pat Robertson. The BTS Army rivals Beatlemania as the superstar K-pop boy band debuts on The Late Show. And no shame in the mom game as a group of bloggers show off their postpartum bodies.
She's always been such a brilliant person.
Paris Hilton opens up about her BFF Kim K and her new music. Plus, the Real co-host Tamera Mowry is weighing in on some hot topics and telling us all about a new task force that could do all your chores. We'll explain. It's live today on People Now. Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Welcome to People Now. Good to see you.
Yes. Just talked to Hannah B from the Bachelorette. We'll be having that on the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions for you about how that whole thing went. We're going to talk about it. A lot to get to. We're kicking off today's show with something you've probably heard about over the last few days, the controversial Alabama anti-abortion law. Now, this may come as a surprise to many. While many pro-life advocates support the new legislation, televangelist Pat Robertson is speaking out against the measure and is calling it extreme. During his show, The 700 Club, on Wednesday, Robertson, who has spoken out against abortion in the past, said, although the law has good intent, he thinks the state has gone too far. He explains, quote, "This is not the case we want to bring to the Supreme Court because I think this one will lose." So he apparently is thinking long-term here in terms of strategy. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey signed the abortion bill into law Wednesday, one day after the state Senate passed it. The law makes it a felony for a doctor to perform an abortion or attempt to perform an abortion, and there are no exceptions for victims of rape or incest. Under the law, those doctors would face a potential punishment of up to 99 years in prison. The women receiving the abortion would not be prosecuted. Robertson isn't the only one speaking out against the measure. Many in Hollywood are also criticizing the measure, including Lady Gaga, Ava DuVernay, Reese Witherspoon, many others. Busy Phillips also put out a call to action Wednesday, asking women to share their stories with the hashtag #YouKnowMe in order to help end the shame of abortion. She cited the statistic that an estimated 1 in 4 women has had one. In addition to Phillips, other celebs have shared stories of their own abortions on social media, including Jamila Jamil and Mila Jovovich in protest of recent abortion legislation, not just in Alabama, but also in Georgia and Ohio. We'll keep you posted on that on People.com. K-pop superstars BTS paid tribute to OG boy band, the Beatles, may have heard of them, during their debut on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. For their appearance on Wednesday, the Ed Sullivan Theater was transformed to look like it did in February of 1964 when the Beatles made their U.S. television debut on The Ed Sullivan Show. The idea for the segment came about because of the performance location and the frequent comparisons that BTS sort of draws to the Beatles as the new kings of pop. Colbert even dressed up as Ed Sullivan, adding to the nostalgia in some ways. While introducing the band, Colbert said that you could call them the Fab Seven, a clear nod to the Fab Four nickname the Beatles went by. The craze for BTS in America often compared to Beatlemania, which swept the country in the 60s. And get this year BTS had 3 #1 albums in 11 months. That's a feat that hasn't been accomplished since the Beatles released their anthologies in 1995. So they're really backing it up here. That's incredibly impressive. BTS fans, stick around. Later in the show, we will take a closer look at the comparisons between the Beatles and BTS. All right, music lovers rejoice. Woodstock 50 Music Festival, it is back on after a court ruling that rejected an ex-investor's effort to cancel the 50th anniversary extravaganza. However, the organizers will have to continue without around $18 million, at least for now. A judge in a Manhattan court ruled May 15th that the festival's chief backer, Amplify Live, could not call off the event single-handedly. However, the judge also ruled that Amplify Live did not have to invest its share of around $18 million into that festival. Organizers celebrated the ruling, with one organizer telling the Associated Press that they had, quote, never lost faith that the festival would take place. Woodstock 50 is scheduled for August 16th through the 18th in Watkins Glen, New York, as a tribute to that original 1969 event that has become an iconic moment in music history. Now, organizers say over 80 acts have been booked. Jay-Z, Dead & Company, The Killers as headliners. That's an impressive lineup. The lineup also includes some performers from the original festival like Santana and John Fogerty. So there's a lot in store here if the whole thing happens. The show will also feature artists from later generations like Miley Cyrus and Chance the Rapper. And there's a separate anniversary show planned on the same dates at the original Woodstock location. According to the AP, Ringo Starr and Santana are expected to be among the performers for that.
Oof, should we go?
Let's do it. It's a short drive, right?
That's so great. Then the lineup is amazing. So definitely brings some nostalgia into it as well.
Here's something nostalgia for you. The Survivor finale. It was last night.
It was.
Chris Underwood was crowned the winner. What do you think of that?
I was shocked.
Were you?
Yeah. I mean, okay, there was a twist. So for people that haven't been keeping up, because of the Edge of Extinction twist, if you get voted out, you got to go to the Edge of Extinction, then win your way back in the game, which is what Chris did.
Okay.
He ended up winning. So this has never
So it's
really
like a comeback, huge comeback.
Yeah, and it's never happened before. So a lot of people were kind of upset about it. Some people still rooting for Chris. Has us wondering, did he deserve to win, in your opinion? So vote in our People poll, or just tweet us your answer with the hashtag #PeopleNow. Also, let us know who you wanted to win if it wasn't him.
Yeah, you can use the hashtag for that as well. So to me, it sounds like an incredible comeback story. But people would be mad. Why? Because of the special circumstances?
More because of the theme.
Okay.
He only really played 13 days of Survivor total.
All right, we'll talk more about that and break it all down. We're going to check in on those results that you have as well later in the show. But first, Andrea, more Survivor news for us in Star Treks.
I do. So we are kicking off Star Trek today with some Survivor finale winnings. Not the kind you would expect. Rick Devens, a fan favorite, may not have won this season of Survivor, but he walked away with another prize that is not too shabby. During the reunion show after Wednesday night's season finale of Survivor, Edge of Extinction, Devens was gifted $100,000 by Sia, a self-proclaimed Survivor superfan. Sia loves Survivor.
Oh my gosh.
The pop star has given thousands of dollars to various contestants during recent seasons, and her contributions have lovingly become known as the Sia Award. So in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Devens, who came in 4th overall, said he was totally floored by the gifts. He went on to say, quote, Sia single-handedly took what was a very depressing night, watching my demise, and turned it around. My wife broke down in the front of the audience. She was going nuts. But her gift to Devens wasn't the only check that the pop star handed out last night. On Wednesday, she tweeted at long-haired contestant Joe Anglam and said this: if you cut your hair off and donate it to a children's cancer wig-making charity, I'll give you $15K.
God.
Crazy, yeah.
You couldn't find service fast enough if that was me.
So obviously Joe obliged with the request. He also said that the money would be donated to charity as well. He got his haircut on the Survivor Instagram Live. Look at that. He looks great with short hair as well.
That's really cool that she does that.
It's amazing. She also tweeted at contestant Aurora McCreary, who had shared her story of being raised in the foster care system while on the show. And Sia wrote, I'm giving you $15K just for making it through foster care. I love you. Keep going. I think it's so cool that Sia is a super fan and gives this money out.
Just kind of like, hey, guess what? I'm just gonna make all these other prizes that I'm just doing for fun and for charitable causes and all the different ways she's very creative.
Also,
about
Rick
doing it.
Devens though is a favorite, and the fact that he just got $100,000 for being a favorite of Sia's is pretty hilarious.
It's like all of a sudden people every season are now
They'll be playing for the Sia Award. Yeah,
right.
what people are gonna do. All right, we move on to this. Rocker Gavin Rossdale hit the carpet for the premiere of John Wick Chapter 3 in Los Angeles on Wednesday night. He was looking very happy next to his new girlfriend, Natalie Golba. So Rossdale kept things sharp in an all-black suit with a 26-year-old model at his side in a striking red dress and tan peep-toe boots. Talk about a good-looking couple. The couple made their official debut in New York last week, confirming their relationship at the world premiere for John Wick in New York. Now, this relationship comes after the split from former girlfriend Sofia Thamala, whom he was first linked to in March of 2017. Thamala was Rossdale's first public relationship after his divorce from fellow No Doubt member Gwen Stefani. Rossdale and Stefani were together for 20 years, married for 13, before announcing in August of 2015 that they had split after an infidelity scandal rocked their marriage. Now, they share 3 sons, are committed to co-parenting, telling People in 2017, quote, we both just want the kids to be as safe and as happy as possible, so that's the only focus we have. Well, Lily Collins is spilling the deets behind the special pair of eyes watching over her at the Met Gala, aka the security guard that stayed by her side all night to protect her Cartier necklace. Wow. The actress appeared on The Late Late Show with James Corden on Tuesday and revealed that her Cartier Magnitude high jewelry necklace required its own security team. According to Forbes, the necklace was made with platinum, emeralds, rock crystal, onyx, black lacquer, and diamonds. That is a lot of bling. It's beautiful too. Collins also told Corden that not only did the necklace have its own security guard, but there was also a woman whose job it was to hold the key to unlock it from her neck. The story gets even better when Collins revealed her Met Gala tradition, which is taking a picture in a bathtub while still rocking her outfit of the night. The only problem though, she needed her necklace to be taken off before heading to bed, so she explained that her best friend normally takes this classic picture for her, but since the woman who was in charge of removing the necklace was there, she helped out with the photo op instead. Collins said the woman thought she was really weird, but she nailed it. She got the photo. And that's a pretty great photo there. Sometimes you gotta do whatever's necessary for that perfect picture.
Maintain the tradition, right?
Yeah, all right. It's not all sunshine and rainbows in the world of The Bachelorette, and Kelly Ripa is got something to say about her feelings on the show. The TV host gave her opinion on The Bachelorette on Tuesday's episode of Live with Ryan and Kelly, saying, "Guys, you know how I feel about this show. It disgusts me." Ooh. Wow. Bachelor host Chris Harrison was quick to pounce back on Twitter, writing, "Look out, Bachelor Nation, Kelly Ripa is coming after you and your disgusting Monday night habit." Creator of the show, Mike Fleiss, also had some words for Ripa, saying, "Easy, Kelly Ripa, the Bachelor franchise pays your salary." A source close to Live with Kelly and Ryan was quick to point out that Harrison and Fleiss were definitely offended by Ripa's jab, but should think before they critique. And in the midst of all the drama, Hannah B actually appeared on Live with Kelly and Ryan Thursday, looking happy as ever. Ripa poked fun at the whole thing during the appearance, saying, "Hannah, I'm not sure what they told you backstage. If you blink twice, I will get you out of here." It was all cool with the Bachelorette, though. She responded saying she was glad to be there. And all drama aside, while this season of The Bachelorette may just be getting started for us, Hannah B has wrapped filming and needs a little break. The reality TV star posted a series of 2 pics on Insta Wednesday, one where she's posing and flashing a flirty smile on the couch, another where she's sprawled out looking like she needs a glass of wine. Very relatable. She talks about what a whirlwind this season has been for her in the caption, writing, "This experience has been something else. I am beyond grateful, but dang, somebody should have warned me that dating 30 men ain't easy. I'm still recovering, but don't worry, the beast is back, y'all." She's called Hannah Beast. I like that she's having fun with it, and we can't wait to see how this season plays out. The second episode of this season of The Bachelorette will drop on Monday at 8 p.m. on ABC. And I just talked with Hannah about still recovering, got to play a little fun game about the guys that maybe she'll end up with, so maybe clean-shaven, beard, country boy, city boy. Jeremy, I got all the answers.
I can't wait. Yeah. Anyway, all right, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, just wait.
I'll wait.
Find out.
Stay with us, guys. Paris Hilton commenting on bestie Kim Kardashian and Kim's decision to become a lawyer. Hear how Paris thinks she'll do with the whole thing. Plus, we're joined live by the real host, Tamera Mowry, talking about work life, family life, and we're celebrating Throwback Thursday in a very fun way. So stick around for that.
All right, Wednesday night's finale of Survivor still has us a little rattled. We asked you if you think Chris Underwood deserved the win after only being in the game for 13 days. So let's check in on our People poll results so far. Curious what people are saying.
No, he barely played.
Okay, but it's kind of close. It's not a landslide that people are upset about it.
Yeah, but I understand, I guess, the idea of people wanting him to have worked for it a little more compared to the other contestants.
Yeah, I mean, CBS decided to do this different theme, and I think that when you kind of deviate from the normal format, people get upset.
Yeah.
I wasn't stoked about it, but Chris, for being in the game, he was only in the game for 13 days, but he made the most of his time there. So I think he did play a great game. It's just different than the normal winners that you vote for.
And it's kind of the whole idea, right? Is what can someone do in that short period of time? Can they take the whole thing? And here we proved that he can.
And
it can happen.
I will say, I was on the first season that did something like this, Redemption Island, where I was voted off and I won my way back in the game. So there is a little part of me that likes that he won, because that shows that if I would have made it to the finale, I would have felt justified in winning, right? So I relate to him. I won my way back in the game, so did Chris. So, I mean, I'm happy for him, because he only was allowed to play so many days because he was voted off early.
I also feel like, look, the show's been around forever. They got to change it up. That seems like a really cool way to change it up, and the controversy only gets more buzz.
Oh, yeah. I think they low-key kind of like it. Yeah, but congratulations to Chris.
Yeah. Keep voting, guys, in our People poll. Now we move on to this.
All right, so this photo that you're seeing is of 4 mommy bloggers proudly posing together, showcasing their postpartum bodies.
After meeting in person for the first time in April and posing for the picture, Desiree Fortin, Katie Crenshaw, Meg Boggs, and Bethany Garcia all posted the honest and unfiltered image showing how pregnancy had altered their bodies. They posted that to their Instagrams.
Yeah, and the photo received a lot of praise, with commenters calling the women beautiful, inspiring, stunning. Obviously, with anything online, there were some haters.
And Garcia not having it. The mother of 4 posted a lengthy response to the naysayers on Facebook. It said in part, quote, "If you look at this photo and your first thought is, why are there no skinny women? You have bigger issues to deal with, my friend. You can look literally anywhere and see skinny women. Other body types are absolutely underrepresented in the media, and it causes women with those body types to feel less than, to feel like they're not good enough."
I love that they did this. You know, I mean, there's so much pressure for women to lose weight, especially after having a baby. And also you see celebrities sometimes bounce back immediately, but celebrities also have the luxury usually of trainers and maybe surgeons. Well, and so a lot of women can't relate to that. And I think that it's wonderful that they're just proud and showing what sometimes people think are real bodies.
Yeah, and the fact is, whether it's someone that bounces back quick or whether or not, the women should feel freedom to do whatever they want and not feel shamed, right? And for doing those types of things. My wife and I have talked a lot about this.
Yeah.
Her friends have all dealt with this type of thing post-baby, and how do you bounce back and what should you feel like you need to do. Garcia actually went on to encourage the body shamers to self-reflect and learn. She tells People she was surprised by the negative reaction to the inspiring picture, adds that for every mean comment, there are like 10 women thanking the 4 women, and she says that means everything to her.
I just don't even understand why you would comment anything mean.
Yeah.
You must not be very happy with how your life is going to go in and like make fun of women for just being proud of their bodies that delivered babies. I don't know. That stuff really upsets me, honestly.
And obviously, as we talk to, as you mentioned, celebrities and different people that go through this, the main thing is caring for yourself, caring for your baby after the birth, not feeling like you have to lose weight and go to some crazy lengths to get back or something like that.
Yeah, one of the other women picture tells people that although the picture is a body's not often seen, it's going to make women feel seen. So the moms feel okay with taking some of the heat for spreading this message that will shake up a lot of people's views because the message wasn't for them. So I really like that.
So much mom shaming generally going on, you know, like if a parent posts anything online or even like within parent groups, there's all these opinions like you shouldn't do things this way or that way or whatever. I feel like it's really brave for them to be that vulnerable and that open.
Yeah, I think great for them and they look beautiful.
Yeah, that's it.
All
Talk
right.
about K-pop.
Yeah, let's talk about this. K-pop superstars BTS have already been compared to the Beatles, but they took it to a whole new level on Wednesday night, transforming themselves into the Beatles for their debut on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Look at this. Really cool, actually, the way they did it and the whole black and white thing. Not only did the band mimic the Beatles, the whole theater was changed to look like it did in 1964. Even the audience played a part in the song.
They went all out. So adding to the nostalgia, Stephen Colbert even dressed up as Ed Sullivan. Look at that.
You know what? Colbert is one of the few places that they could have gone and fully owned this theme, right? I mean, obviously the theater is there, so it would only work there, but he's the right guy to do it, I think. And while introducing the band, Colbert pointed out there were a few big similarities between the two bands. BTS riding a wave of popularity that has them being called the new kings of pop, just like the Beatles were.
And he says that BTS can be called the Fab Seven, or people call them the Fab Seven, which is a nod to the Beatles being called the Fab Four.
Colbert also pointed out both boy bands came from across the pond, just different ponds. The Beatles originated in Liverpool, so they came across the Atlantic, while BTS were formed in Seoul, South Korea. Not the first person to make the comparisons either. In October, BBC called BTS the Beatles for the 21st century. It means even more, I guess, in some ways, coming from British media in that Beatles comparison.
Yeah, the band really does have some passionate fans, as we know. BTS Mania is sweeping the country, just like Beatlemania did in the 60s.
Yeah, fans camping out in the rain for days this week to see them performing in Central Park. It was a free concert kicking off Good Morning America's 2019 Summer Concert Series.
Well, so I actually just watched the Beatles documentary, and I was shocked by all these fans crying, passing out at their concerts. So I kind of see the similarities because you have those same fans. They're so rabid. The same thing happens with BTS, so I kind of see it.
Even when we had, it wasn't BTS, but we had NCT 127 here. We had a crowd outside our building for them as well. The K-pop craze is huge. And this year, by the way, BTS debuted 3 #1 albums in 11 months. We mentioned this earlier in the show. It's a feat that hasn't been accomplished since the Beatles released their anthologies in 1995. That's incredible.
And many fans are also acknowledging that this is an Asian band being compared directly to the Beatles, which is a big deal in terms of representation in pop culture.
The members of BTS very grateful for the comparisons. The rapper of the group, RM, told GMA on Wednesday, "We're all fanboys of the Beatles," who is not, and he added, "We feel so honored to be with the greatest names in the music industry."
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I love BTS and I love K-pop, so.
And those guys are really soaking up this kind of new wave for them in the
We
US.
always say every time they come in, I mean, BTS, we've talked to them before on People, like they're always super humble, and I hope they always stay that way. That's the key.
Stay that way, and fans, you're the best fans in the world. They're really nice. Stay that way too.
Yes. All right, you guys. Jeff Daniels is the latest celeb to swing by couch surfing to take a look back at some of his most beloved performances. Daniels is currently doing a stint on Broadway in To Kill a Mockingbird, but I think most of us probably think of one hilarious and iconic movie in particular when we hear the name Jeff Daniels.
Little less serious than To Kill a Mockingbird. Dumb and Dumber, of course. Daniels dishes on starring in the movie with Jim Carrey to EW's Lola Ogunnaike. Watch.
Jim is a comedic genius.
And he pushed for you for this film,
Well,
right?
he wanted an actor. There were comedians that wanted it, and he wanted an actor that would make him listen because he knew it was ping pong. It was back and forth. And so I just let him lead, and Harry Dunn was like on a half-second delay to whatever Lloyd would do. Lloyd would, Harry, and I'd be like, what? You know?
I mean, it's such a classic, right? Yeah. While Dumb and Dumber is definitely a fave, we also got to highlight one of his great series, The Newsroom.
He gave Lola a little look at how intense the set was while filming with director Aaron Sorkin. It was no place for actors who wanted to just kind of hang out.
Everybody came in prepared. Everybody came in off book, knowing it cold. It was the only way to do it.
You would have to.
You would have to.
Yes.
Well, not everybody did. I mean, we had a lot of the day players from LA came in, and a lot of them understood and they got on it. But the ones who kind of memorized it in the makeup chair,
Yeah.
you do take one on a Sorkin thing, and you go at about You know, if it's a highway, you drive at about 65.
Okay.
Take two,
Yeah.
we're gonna go 80 now. And if you aren't on it,
I'll help you. You're roadkill.
smoke comes out of their ears.
I love him.
It's intimidating to
Yeah.
imagine that moment on set, right?
I know. You can watch Jeff Daniels dive into a bunch of his other roles in the new episode of Couch Surfing. It drops on PeopleTV this Friday.
I can't stop looking at my best friend's ass.
Yep, this song may not break the internet, but it'll sure put a crack in it. It's a pun, it's a joke about the booty. Anyway, that was Paris Hilton's latest song, Best Friend's Booty, or Ass. Guaranteed to be stuck in your head for the rest of the day. Paris stopped by. She revealed what could have inspired the song.
I was talking with Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, and they're my friends, and they're amazing producers. And we were just coming up with a really fun song that kind of like makes fun of like social media and clubbing and going out and just kind of what girls talk about. But it's also just like about girl bosses having fun, ruling the night, and hot asses. This is gonna be a summer hit. I'm so excited, and the response has been incredible. Everyone's loving the song. Just found out we're #2, so it's exciting.
Yeah, congrats. So the song's doing well. What do we do next? Well, we wait for the launch of the music video. We all know Paris is best friends with her muse for this song, Kim Kardashian West. So we had to know how Kim feels about the new jam. And can we expect a Kardashian cameo in that music video? Well, spoiler, yes we can. Watch.
She loved the song. And then I told her we're doing a music video and I would love to have her in it. And we shot it 2 days later and it was so much fun.
That's super
Is there a
exciting.
highlight from the music video?
Kim and I just had the best time. We were wearing these sexy silver dresses and just the scene is just so beautiful. I love it. The video is basically an epic party and we have a lot of fun cameos. Nikita Dragon plays my best friend in it and she's just so beautiful and so amazing and she killed it. And some other surprises. It's a lot of fun.
Now, Paris is one of the busiest people in the biz. I didn't know this. She travels around 250 days of the year. She always makes time for the ones that she loves, though. Even attended Kim K's infamous CBD-themed baby shower in April. We got the inside scoop on that and on Kim's goals of becoming a lawyer.
It was very chill and like tranquil, and they had this like sound thing they did where we all laid down and they played like these drums and these instruments, and it was very zen. It reminded me like of like a Burning Man baby shower. She's always been such a brilliant person. She's always been so organized, like she's always cared about others, and I could see her being a brilliant lawyer for sure. And she's already not even a lawyer yet, and she's already helped release people from prison and has made a difference in people's lives. So I think she's really passionate about it, and I really applaud her for doing that because it's something, it takes a lot of work, it's really brave, and I think a lot of people underestimate her.
All right, joining us today is former Sister Star and current The Real co-host Tamera Mowry. Hello.
Hi.
I love your earrings and
Thank
this
you
whole
so
look.
much. Thank you. And this is Zara.
Oh,
you
wait,
know?
really?
Yeah, so it's very affordable.
Oh,
and it's
I
really
love
cute.
this
It's
ice
very
cream,
ice
and I'm
cream-ish,
ready.
right?
Yeah, that is very ice creamish, and this is too. We're going to talk about this later, but also happy anniversary, right?
I know. Yesterday was my husband and I's 8th anniversary. Yeah.
Congratulations.
It happened fast. Thank
Give me the
you.
key. Okay, 8 years in. What's
Key,
to keeping the spark alive?
date each other, continue to
Date your
date each
spouse,
other,
hashtag it.
especially if you have children, because
Yep.
sometimes you can forget. You can focus just too much on the kids and forget about each other. Communication, you know, you hear that a lot, but make sure when you are communicating, you're listening to understand, not just for a quick response.
Not just a win.
Yeah, no, I know, and it's
Tough one.
so hard to do,
Hey,
but it works.
You're so great at commenting on all kinds of hot topics. You do this on The Real.
Yes, we do.
And so we want to start with a couple that we've talked about
Sure,
today.
let's do it.
Let's talk about these women bloggers who have been posting.
Yes.
Here's the photo
Love
that
women
they posted. Their postpartum bodies. The whole
Yes.
idea, hoping to help women who don't feel confident about their bodies and representing real
Oh.
women. What do you make
Yeah.
of them stepping out and doing that kind of thing?
They are very brave, they're very courageous, and I am happy that they did so because honestly, I relate to those bodies more. I actually have diastasis recti. I don't know if I said that correctly.
Okay.
But it's basically when your abs split when you have a big baby, and sometimes I can feel really insecure about it, and I feel like, oh my God, am I the only one, who has this? So when I look at these women, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not alone. And if they can, stand there and be proud of, what their body looks like after bringing precious miracles into this life, so should I.
Yeah,
so I applaud them.
I imagine the public eye, that's got to be hard. Do you feel that pressure?
Oh,
then?
and everyone still thinks, well, not everyone, but every once in a while, when I have like some ice cream or I have a burrito, they think I'm pregnant. Or
Oh my
something,
gosh.
and it doesn't
Right.
it doesn't make you feel good, especially when you are trying so hard to lose the baby weight. I had a back injury that stopped me from working out as much as I wanted to, and now I'm really into it, and my daughter will be 4. So it's taken some time, but in the process, I'm learning to love my new body.
That's really great.
Yeah.
We love your thoughts on that.
Thank
Next
you.
up, BTS craze. Are you in on the BTS? Is the
Yo.
real? Are you guys fans of the BTS craze?
Okay, no disrespect. I think it's awesome for other people who love it. I've tried. I can't get with it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm being real. I don't know. I think it's just there's so much going on, and I like to know what they're saying sometimes, because I like to really feel the music, and sometimes I just don't understand.
What do you think of the comparisons with BTS and the Beatles?
They have crazy fans.
Yeah.
Like crazy fans, and they're diverse. It doesn't matter where they are. People go crazy over these guys.
Their fans are very dedicated.
They can rap though. I've heard some songs
They
where they
can
can
rap.
rap.
I like that you keep it real though, because everyone else is like, I love BTS.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
You know what? It's just not for me.
Well,
and
and
it's
that's
okay.
good that you're
It's fine.
honest. I think their fans are going to be very honest with you too about
Oh,
your
damn.
opinion.
Don't at me, okay?
So get
Or
ready.
do, because you'll get a lot of attention.
Good conversation.
Okay.
So get ready for that storm. Anyway,
damn.
You've been on the reel though since the beginning.
I know. We're going into our 6th season in September.
Congratulations on this.
Thank you.
As you look back, what's like some of your best memories that come to mind, the fun stories maybe from that phase 1 on the show?
Phase 1, well, the thing is a lot of people don't really know this, but I was terrified.
Yeah.
Phase 1, because I was an actress, and doing a talk show, you are stating your opinion about things, and you have to be really vulnerable. So the moment I would hear that, this is our time, I literally would feel like I had to throw up, you guys. People didn't know, and I felt that way for like 4 years.
Oh, wow.
So I just got comfortable. So our true fans, they'll literally DM me and say, man, Tamera, you have this confidence that you never really had before. Not that you weren't great, but we just see this new Tamera. It's because I don't feel like I have to throw up anymore. I feel like I got this.
You're in
We
it.
won, Daytime Emmy. I feel good.
You did a great job hiding that in the beginning.
Well, thank you. I'm an actress, right?
That's right. It's one thing you can do.
When you
well.
look at the first season till now, like how do you
Yeah.
think the show's evolved the most?
Oh my gosh. I think the girls, we already had some natural magic, natural chemistry with each other, but now it's like we're built-in best friends. We have each other's backs when we're on that table. So say I didn't get sleep the night before and I can't really find my words, I don't have to ask one of the girls to help me. They just naturally come in there, and we do it for each and every one, we do it for each other. So that's really nice to know you have a little net there.
They always say real life best friends.
Real life
right?
best friends.
Yeah, right? You guys do a
That's
great
like-
job together
we finished each other's
too.
sentences.
Yeah.
You won the Daytime Emmy, as you mentioned before, and then you were
That's so
nominated
cool.
again. You guys had
I
the
know,
nomination.
yeah.
What do you think is the magic that keeps the audience coming back, and maybe what's the audience respond the most to from the show?
I think our relatability factor. We're not afraid to cry. We're not afraid to look silly. We're not afraid now that we're live. We're not afraid to mess up. Actually, I have more fun when I'm not perfect, because who's perfect? No one's perfect. So people can relate to that. And when you're vulnerable, funny, fashionable, trendy, it just makes it, I don't know, it makes it a different show than the other shows.
I'm always curious about that. Is there a time, especially being on TV in the public eye, it's easy to misspeak or something. Is there something that you look back at that maybe you said or something you did that you're like, oh, and you kind of learn
Yeah,
from it?
sometimes when I talk about my husband, I can get a little bit too much into detail with our sex life. And when he was working at Fox, we're on Fox, people would actually watch the show, and when he would come in, they're like, hey, house, you still have that Porsche? Uh-huh. We heard about what you and your wife did. You know, I'm like, oh my God. I'm so sorry, Housley. So I've learned to kind of like pull back a little bit to keep some things, you know, private.
Yeah, right.
But I'm on the real. You know what I mean?
you gotta put it out
Sometimes
there.
it just comes out.
And you know what? Let's just say this from a husband's perspective, he loves
Yeah.
it.
He
does really?
Yes.
Good things.
Come on, when it's good
right,
things, yeah.
Housley?
You guys also,
heard it
something you
here.
guys talked about recently on The Real, you were speculating on the royal baby's name.
Yes.
So were you shocked by Archie? Did you guys?
I was shocked.
I think we're all shocked.
didn't.
Shocked a little.
I didn't think it was going to be Archie, but who am I, you know, to judge? And if you don't like the name, which there are some people who don't, I would say, you know what, I bet this child is going to be gorgeous. They're going to make you. He's going to make you love Archie because he's just going to be so hot. Everyone's going to want to be Archie.
I actually really like the name
Even
Archie.
You do?
I honestly do.
We have-
Maybe with a
in
British
London,
accent,
And I was
right?
in
That could be
London when
it.
I found out, and I was like, Archie, I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
We've said it.
different.
We've literally said the name around 8,000 to 9,000 times
Yes.
here since the baby was
Archie.
born, and I'm not joking. It has grown more and more. It feels cute and more cute and
right?
more normal
but
the way.
first,
At first, it was.
I was
shocked.
just like, whoa.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about this.
Okay.
You're a mom, 2 kids.
Yes.
What's your favorite part of motherhood right now?
Favorite part? My kids are at an age right now where they can really explain themselves. It's hard when they're like young, you know what I mean, and they're going through something. I was telling my friend the other day, emotional intelligence is really important. I think everybody should have, you know, that gift, and I want to teach my children that. So when my kids are, you know, sad or upset and they actually vocalize that makes me feel good. Because I'd rather Aiden, you know, use his words and tell me instead of like hitting or stomping or, you know, doing something like that.
Aiden's 6, right?
Aiden is 6.
and
He's
3.
he's turning 7. Araya is 3, turning 4 July 1st.
My daughter Avon is
Yes.
7.
Yes.
And it's unbelievable how at that certain age, exactly like you're saying, the fact that you can sit down and have a real conversation.
It's pretty cool.
It changes the game.
Yeah, you're like, how are you? How was school today?
And then it gets a little
Had a great
scary.
day. I know.
It's like-
you always post like really funny conversations you have with your kids.
Well, they say wild things.
yeah.
And
Is there something?
And they repeat.
and they repeat
Is there
everything.
something that they've done that's been like the most embarrassing or something
Well,
crazy
I
that
mean,
they said?
I don't. What's funny is I don't really curse a lot. It's just who I am. But my son recently cursed, and my husband said, "Where did you hear that? Where'd you get that from?" He was like, "Mommy." I'm like, he's like, "You're telling me to never curse in front of the kids?" And look,
You know what I love about
it's a part of life.
It is a part of life. What
Yeah.
you're able to do really well, it seems, is you have this rocking career.
Yeah.
You got this cool sponsorships, different things you're doing. We're going to open that up in a minute. But
know.
also a mom.
Ice
What's the piece of advice you would give working moms to kind of keep the thing all balanced out?
I would say don't be so hard on yourself. You know, if you're trying your best, you're doing enough. If you're trying your best, that means, you know, you care.
Yeah.
And I think that's what matters. And it'll all work out. Some days you're gonna be like, man, I'm a G, I got this. Maybe we can have one more child. Then other days you're like, oh my God, this is so hard. What's wrong with me? I can't get it together. But again, that's life. You just have to roll with it.
And what about Tia? How is she as an aunt? Do you guys have play dates? I would imagine.
Yeah, I try to see my sister at least once a week. And the coolest thing is I've developed this really beautiful relationship with my nephew, Cree. He always wants me to tuck him in at night. So I do that on Sundays. I get to hang out with beautiful Cairo. We have a special connection as well. I can really make her laugh. Sometimes she always has this little side eye thing going on, but I don't know. I love the fact that my sister and I, you know, we're twins and we have kids around the same age, and we know the importance of family and, you know, cousin time, sister time. It's beautiful.
It's great that you're all close enough to be able to do that. And kind
I
of
know.
Have that time.
Yeah,
together.
well, we make time too, because I live in 2 different places.
Yeah.
So we'll fly in just to, you know, play with the kids, make an event out of it, go to Disneyland, do something. It's important.
yeah.
It's important.
That's awesome you're able to do that.
I know.
And part of the
It's
reason,
awesome,
like
but it's
great
fun.
things like this. You've got this amazing partnership, this initiative you're
I
promoting.
know,
It's
I
called
love ice cream.
Blue Bunny, the Blue Bunny Task Force, which by the way seems amazing to me to outsource the
Yes.
chores. Explain this. What's the deal?
I know. What I love about Blue Bunny is that they're actually giving the gift of time. And as you know, as adults, sometimes our adult responsibilities get in the way of that. So they are taking on your most boring, annoying tasks to give you enough time to just have fun. And summer is coming, and when you think of having fun in summer, what do you think of? You think of ice cream. And now until March 31st, they're gonna be doing that. All you have to do is visit bluebunny.com/taskforce. They're gonna give you $75 of credit. You just pick your task, and they'll do it for you. How cool is that?
Really cool.
And if you don't snag it the first time, you have until May 31st. So that's so cool.
And nobody likes tasks or chores. Do you have a least, what's your least favorite?
Doing the laundry.
Yeah.
Wait, really? Would you
when
rather
you-
do the dishes or the laundry?
Dishes. I'll tell you why. Well, they're both kind of the same in the sense it's a 24/7 job.
Yeah.
But the laundry, there's so many things that you have to do. You have to sort it. You have to wash it. You have to dry it. You have to fold it. Then you have to, put it up. And when you have kids and a husband, it's never ending.
I feel like I got to take up for the husband a little bit here
Okay,
because
all right, all right.
I'm a heavy anti-laundry folder. I
Yeah.
think, look, they're clean, they're in a pile. I
Yeah.
will pick out of that pile and wear
You just
them
put
until
in
the
a
pile's
pile?
gone. Honest to
It's all
God.
wrinkled and
That's-
stuff.
I'm an ironer.
That's-
I love ironing. I do.
You like to
an
iron?
Pro iron, anti-fold.
Irons now.
That's an extra step to have super wrinkly clothes.
It's like a crisp shirt or not.
You know, in the
You want
dryer,
a
they have
bucket of things you're just gonna pick
anti-wrinkling.
What? Let's move on. What chore
Okay.
do you make your husband do?
What chore? Oh, I feel bad. I love my husband. I really do. I make him kind of do everything.
Yeah, okay,
We're
what's
kind of
what
like
is-
a 50-50 house. So, okay, say I cook, he has to clean.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Otherwise, it's just not fair. Because you've done all the work. Do you clean after your wife
I
cooks?
clean up the dishes and all the cooking stuff. After she cooks a meal,
Okay.
we sit down and we eat, and then I
Okay.
clear it all. I clean it all up. That is one thing I feel very guilty sitting down on the couch while she's like, if she's
Yeah.
over there cleaning up the dishes
Yeah,
after just cooking an amazing
That's
meal.
good.
But she loves to cook also, so it's not like, anyway,
Yeah.
let's play a game.
Okay,
Ready
we're
for
playing
this?
a game.
A little game we like to play. It's called
Okay.
Oh Snap. And it doesn't work
Oh,
unless
snap.
we say it together. Here he goes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna take a look back at some old photos of you. Get your reaction about
Oh my
them. Ready?
God.
So let's take a look at the first picture.
I think I'm wearing braces, clear braces, or a retainer. As you can see in my face, I'm just so elated that we're in Planet Hollywood. It's one of, well,
Yeah.
it was one of our favorite restaurants. And this was like when Sister was like bomb. People
Yeah.
were just finding it, and it was nice to be experiencing a dream of mine, but with my sister at the same
I can
time.
tell you
Did
are
you guys
so
ever
excited.
butt heads when you were filming, or were you just best friends?
Yeah, we're sisters, so yeah, there were
Kinda
times we
amazing.
did.
We got
Yeah.
another picture. Let's move on and talk about
Okay.
this one. Meeting
Oh,
the
yes!
crew from Full House.
I love this. This was actually at one of our first times at the Kids' Choice Awards.
By the way,
And we didn't know anything about styling. We literally went to the mall and found those outfits. I think it was from Color of Benetton. I don't know
Melissa
if you
Joan
guys-
Hart over on the side there too.
Yes, who I have seen recently.
Yeah.
Jodie Sweetin, I've seen her as well. That's 6 in the middle. She was on Blossom, right?
Yeah,
Forgot
and
her
man,
real
those
name.
hats,
Jenna
those
is her
hats
name.
are on point.
Oh yeah, back in the day it was all about the hats with the flower.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, you're rocking it.
Yeah.
You're doing it. All right, we
It
got
was
another.
awesome. It was everything.
All right, we have another picture
Okay.
here, so let's take a look at this one.
Oh my God.
That- I
What
mean-
was I wearing?
Yeah.
Again, my sister and I bought our own, clothes.
Wardrobe,
We
did
didn't
you?
understand like the whole stylist.
But I bet at that
thing.
time, I bet
Yeah.
that was in, right?
I guess. It looks like, I don't know what I have on. Is that a rug or, I don't know,
No,
those
it's got some
colors.
embroidery. There's some embroidery on that one dress.
Oh
we got
my
the
God. And I don't even
tassels.
remember where we were. I think it was some kind of premiere.
some
You know
kind
what's
of
so funny?
premiere,
I
for
think Tia looks really hot in that picture though.
You
I think you both look great.
Oh,
No, the
great.
bright colors are good. All right,
Thanks.
we have another one.
Okay.
Young Jennifer Love Hewitt, I think. Look at this.
Oh my God. Fun fact. Jennifer Love Hewitt was in the same Texas pageant as that I did, but she actually won, I think, the year before. So she had come to crown the new pageant girl. I didn't win. I was, I think, number 10 of top 10. But that was the Nickelodeon Big Help-a-thon. My sister and I loved hosting that. It
Did
was a lot
not
of fun.
winning, was that hard to let go of?
Yeah, it was.
Did you have to do like a
It
special
was.
skill during that pageant? You know what I mean? Like a talent?
Yeah, I sang, and I
Oh, okay.
sang "Greatest Love of All" by Whitney Houston.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I jacked up the high note.
All right,
And-
moving on to another
One more?
picture here.
Okay. Nelly.
Oh, this was during
Oh my God.
Nelly's
This is like my college years.
prime time.
You want to know what's so cool though? My sister was right by my side through all of this. I love it. You know, once you get married and you have kids, you're not really together as much as we were
Again with the cool
before.
hats.
Yeah, well, we love hats. I still love hats. I love baseball hats, but that is crazy. Oh my God, I see his big chain. Yeah, we thought we were like all of that, and actually we had just finished filming The Hot Chick with Rob Schneider. I think it was like a week or two before.
You were riding high at that point then.
Oh yeah,
Movies
it
just
was
done,
a
the
good
whole thing.
time.
All right, we
I had a little boyfriend.
Oh, you had a little boyfriend at that point? Who was it?
Well, his name was DJ. I've never said that on television before, but he was like he played basketball in college.
Okay.
Yeah, he was my first like boyfriend. Yeah.
Okay.
DJ.
Wow, I'm a little
what's up?
flustered about DJ.
No, because I never
saying
talked
the name,
about him
right.
before. Oh,
He's just
Jesus.
gonna be messaging you. Watch out for that.
Damn it.
All right, let's take a look at this last picture.
Oh my God.
Where are we here? Oh, Ice Cube.
This is Taj. He had a role in Are We Done Yet with Ice Cube, and we were there to support him. And I think that's O'Shea Jackson in the background.
On
That's
the left.
Ice Cube, son, who was just on
Right.
The Real yesterday. So it's crazy how things go in full circle. And I will say, I'm very proud to say my hair, that is all my hair. There is no weave in that. There is no extension. I really took care of it back then, unlike now.
Hey, you're still looking amazing. Thanks
Yeah.
for the little trip down memory lane.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thanks for this. And
Of
guys,
course.
remember, you can go to
Of course, do
bluebunny.com/taskforce for the
Yes.
opportunity to snag a $75 Task Rabbit gift card to put towards a chore of your choice.
I'm having a
Check
little bit.
that out.
Yeah, just have a little bit.
I'm gonna do a little bit of this.
Yeah, it's a little
You wanna go to
melted
the
right
next
now,
one?
but it's
Oh,
all
wow.
good.
All right, we're taking one last look at our people poll. We've been asking you to vote if you think that Chris Underwood deserved to win Survivor after only competing for 13 days.
We'll see
You
the
watched
result.
Survivor?
You like the chocolate? No, I haven't in a long
Oh,
time.
I love this. This is like a chocolate brownie bomb.
Yeah, if you love
That's what it says.
chocolate,
All right,
That's what's up.
you know what? I'm
Sorry,
I'm
Survivor.
gonna keep talking about Survivor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys eat ice cream.
We got lost in
You're
the
happy that
I
he won.
applaud Chris. You know, it was an interesting theme, but I'm still happy that he won. All right,
Chris would
you guys
love-
agree?
Chris would now love to splurge on this ice cream, probably.
On
right?
Survivor, you would love to splurge on this
Like
ice
get out
cream.
off
day.
that island.
Yes, all you do
every
is
freaking
crave
day.
ice cream
Yeah,
out there.
I'm sure.
All right, we'll be back with another question of the day tomorrow, so tune in for that.
Coming up tomorrow, Jana Kramer and her husband Mike Costin are getting very real in their podcast Wind Down. No topics off limits, including that 2016 infidelity that rocked their marriage. They've opened up about it. We're going to talk to them about that and more.
Plus, Halle Berry and Keanu Reeves are giving us a scoop on how they're joining forces for John Wick 3. Tune in for that as well. Thank you so much for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Candy Burris. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey, what's up? I'm Candy Burris from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and this is One Last Thing. The last time I felt guilty was after I came out of the Big Brother house. I realized that I missed my son's program at school where he was performing for Chinese New Year. The last time I couldn't stop laughing. I saw something on Instagram where this mother, she was trying to stop herself from crying because her little boy shaved off his hair and his little sister's hair and their baby brother's hair. All three children had just patches of hair shaved to the scalp. And it was hilarious because it was a true mommy moment. My last moment of bliss was I was in Thailand for my 5-year anniversary with my husband, and it was amazing.